Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we have come down to historic Arundel to discuss van life in West Sussex. And the reason I brought you down to this area is this seems to be a bit of a hotspot for van life. Just thought it would be good to discuss. Van life is a generalism because it's not just exclusive to vans, but also people with rooftop tents and caravans. And here we start to see part of the group of vans that gather in this Park Mill Road of Arundel. So if we venture into this car park, start to see it. We've got a car just over there, a rooftop tent, caravan here, and a camper van just over there as well. So one of the reasons that you see quite a concentration of camper vans just down here is that there's no parking restrictions in this area. So on the other side of the road, got double yellow lines, which means you can't park there, and just down in that section there you've got metered parking. So as you can see, it's quite a large array of campers, from your pop top cars to your proper live-in caravans to your old 1980s caravans. And I don't think this situation is unique to this area. I think things change probably in the last 10 years. With a colleague who had sold all of his worldly possessions, his house, got to a certain age in life where he didn't need to be tied to a house, and he bought himself one of these caravan or camper vans, essentially, just moved around. So I want to try and respect everyone's privacy, because this is actually these people's back gardens. But as you can see, I'm filming this at 9 o'clock in the morning on a bank holiday, and historically, going through time, this area would become extremely popular on a bank holiday. We've got a little stream that runs alongside this road from the mill pond, and it's very popular for families to come down and feed the ducks here. But as you can probably see, there's not a huge amount of room for parking anymore, albeit there is paid for parking at the start. All of this is generally free parking, so it's a free day out for families that are on a low budget. And we come park down here, go for a walk down to Swanbourne Lake, maybe walk a dog, feed the ducks. Here we get into the main campsite here. So got remarkable more vans here since 2020, essentially. I think people saw that life was too difficult, so to add to the complexities of life, paying of bills and stuff like that, and the freedom it gives you. But I don't see these people having a huge amount of freedom, because they're parked here all the time. But you can kind of see why, because by this wonderful castle on one side, and amazing views looking out over Sussex on that side. So it can't be a peaceful place to park because, as you can see, quite busy with traffic. So, albeit I guess at night it probably does quieten down. There are some houses down at South Stoke down the end there, and the Black Rabbit pub is going to be quite busy. Saw this on my last visit. It's a strange thing, isn't it? Obviously some kind of classic car. If we pop the registration number into the MOT checker, we'll be able to find out what type of vehicle that is. And because it's a classic, they no longer have to pay tax or be MOT'd, so I guess you can park them wherever you want. Got a clamp on there, stop somebody whipping off on it, but I'd be a little bit worried. But then maybe he's sleeping in one of these vans. So I guess some of this has become popular because of the likes of YouTube, because of the culture in America of van life, but it's a lot easier than it is in the United Kingdom. Here, you have to pay tax to have vehicles on the road, so all of these cars will have to be MOT'd and be paying very, very expensive road tax. But to put that into context, you're going to have any kind of vehicle, unless you're getting something which is like a hybrid like that, you're going to be paying car tax on them. And the property prices in Arundel and Sussex in general are huge. So when you take into consideration a mortgage and the tax that you have to pay to the county council, which for me is £250 a month for a fairly modest house. I've also started to see this as well, where people have taken to caravans as well. We've got an old converted school bus, older camper, and then you've got your stealth ones. I would imagine it looks like a white van as well, but I imagine we've got people sleeping in the back of these as well, just in a way more stealthy way. I mean, yeah, you can see the cupboards on that, so yeah, very stealthy. You could park anywhere in that, couldn't you? As you can see from all of the plant material, these vans aren't moving, they're static. Take a moment to take in how the temptation of wanting to do van life in this area. This amazing bird song, wonderful walkways, and then we've got the amazing architecture. This bridge, look at this. You'd have to say this is a fairly idyllic way of living, albeit you are cramped up in a very small box. Even if you wanted drinking water and didn't want to pay for it, I mean, look how crystal clear this water is. Got to take a moment and say this is a great looking one, isn't it? Old Type 2 camper van, and we've got all the stickers in the back there just showing you all the places that this vehicle's taken people. Hello mummy duck. Hello baby ducks. So I imagine some of these cars as well belong to the people that live in the vans as well. So some of them have got bikes on the back, and others they've probably got a van which is their house, and then either themselves or their partner's got a car just to get around in, so you're not having to, number one, lose your space. As you can see underneath these vans, the rain doesn't get to them, so all of the plant material from autumn is still sitting underneath them. So one of the problems I do see is that, as I said previously, these vans are taking up quite a lot of public road space, and I've been watching this for at least the last 4 years, especially in this specific area, the last 4 years, the build up of all of these vans. And yeah, I think the problem we can see is that local residents and people in the area that want to utilise these facilities are going to find this a problem, and we're going to find that areas like this, which are free to park and are a cheap day out for families, are going to be done away with. They'll simply put double yellows in and move the problem on elsewhere. The country's got bigger problems, but I think this is just like when you have a cold, you have a runny nose. This is a symptom of a very poorly country, that people, rather than taking roots in their hometowns and home villages, probably through complete desperation, are starting to live in a very, very small box where they're continually having to move. If these were people just visiting for the day, then that's a completely different thing, but these are economic refugees just trying to find a better lifestyle than working 50 hours a week. So it's the same situation over here in Worthing. All of these vans parked down by the seafront. It's got so bad that the council have now put new signage up, showing you a picture of a car next to a space, fool you into thinking that it's just for cars only. And over on Goring Beach area, which is very popular seaside, they've actually banned overnight camping, which is a little bit sad, because if you are a legitimate day tripper, you've driven down from London to enjoy the seaside in your camper van and just want to stay over one night, can't do that anymore, unfortunately, without running the risk of being tapped up by the law. It's interesting to see that on Goring Gap the gypsies have moved in, as happens seasonally. They put these sort of posts in and gates to try and stop it from happening, and there are traveller sites in this area, but I guess Goring Gap being right next to the sea, right near to Worthing town, where they can basically do some work locally and earn an income from all of the local people. Very attractive. So if you've made it this far in the video, if you could like and subscribe this video, it will help me to share my content across YouTube, and comment down below your views on van life, and in your you get the same amount of van life and change of use of vehicles. So yeah, thank you very much for watching.